Now, the performance standpoint, I'll pretty much just tell you the specs right now. It had that Apple A5X chip inside of it with 1 GB of RAM. I think this was one of the first iPads to bring 1 GB of RAM, which again is pretty impressive. Now, the performance of this thing, again, is either going to be great for you or it's not. I mean, in my opinion, it's not really that great of a performing iPad anymore, but I do appreciate what this iPad brought at that time. This thing, wasn't supposed to be the fastest thing of all time, I'm sure, anymore, but at that time, I'm sure it was pretty fast. A lot of people were still saying that, an iPad is just a bigger version of an iPhone, but this thing was extremely fast at that time. It did have that dual core CPU inside of it too, which was great. And I think for a majority of tasks you're going to do with it, you're going to have a pretty okay experience, probably like 3-4 years ago. But in this day and age, it is pretty outdated. I think for the lot of tasks that you're going to do and a lot of, games and things and multitasking and all that stuff that you can do nowadays, you need something that can handle more, at least like 2 GB of RAM, with like the iPad Mini 4, with the iPad Air 2, those devices had that additional RAM inside of it, which makes it that much better of a device. And it's so crazy that the iPad Air 2 and Mini 4 just came out like 2 years after this device, yet those things are still getting support. It's super crazy to me. So the performance standpoint, I would probably tell you, I would probably recommend not picking up the iPad 3 just because of that in and of itself. But again, it's still not the end of the world, and I still think it has some capability for sure. So in terms of that pretty much covers it up in terms of the performance standpoint. Now,